Guys, Cartoon Retro Boy here, and I want to talk about a game that really, I want to talk about the two most hated 3D Mario games. Let's talk about Crash of the Titans, Crash Bandicoot of the Titans, and Crash Pac-Man and Pac-Man of the Ghostly Crew. Now, to be honest, these games are um Now, to be honest, these games are not that bad. They're mostly hated by it, so I'm gonna explain pretty much I'm gonna talk about the different stories and stuff. So let's start off with the stories. For Crash of the Titans, basically Cortex kidnaps Coco and Uka Uka, and also then also that and then Nina Cortex pretty much um takes that plan away and takes over the world with it. So yeah, pretty much that's the plot. And Crash has to save them pretty much and defeat Cortex again. For Pac-Man, the Ghostly Crew, I'm not explaining the plot because I feel like it just pretty much feels like a regular episode of that show, but it's a video game. So yeah. Next up is the gameplay. For Crash of the Titans, it's a 3D beam 'em up collectathon platformer. Yeah, it's a beam up platformer. And it's also open world too, so we can't forget about that. And I gotta say, the gameplay for Crash of the Titans is actually pretty solid. It's actually pretty fun. It's fun playing as Crash and going through that. So, yeah. For Pac-Man and the Ghostly Cruise, however, it's more like a more traditional 3D platformer. But I honestly gotta say, which one has the better gameplay? I have to give it to Crash of the Titans. I really like how this game handles the 3D base very well. It really does give you more time to explore and time. Next I'm going to talk about is the music. For Crash of the Titans, man, the music slaps really good hard and really hard. It's very fun and it's very creative. It's really fun but for Pac-Man and Ghostly Cruise, however, I gotta say the music was honestly okay. But if I had to give the point to, I gotta give it to Crash of the Titans again because I think that game handles the more music too. So Crash gets another point. Next up is the models. Now for Crash of the Titans, they're pretty odd models, so I can't really say anything about that. But for Pac-Man Ghostly Cruise, however, I gotta say the models are better there than Crash of the Titans. So yeah. I gotta give the point to Pac-Man in the Ghostly Cruise because this is actually, so I have to give that one a point. Next up is audio. So for audio, I gotta say which one does the better job is that Crash of the Titans does have good audio. So yeah, I probably give that a third point. Voice acting, like I said, I probably would give it to Pac-Man and the Ghostly Cruise, however, because I think that one has the better voice acting. Now let's talk about something people don't really talk about is the collectibles are pretty okay. So I gotta say Crash. I think Pac-Man and the Ghostly Crew does a better job, so that's why I give it that one the chance. Lives, I gotta say, I give that to Crash of the Titans. Okay, let's just move on. Next up is the controversy. These people call these the black sheep of both of these franchises. So yeah. What about there's glitches in the game. There was a rushed development sometimes. The tone of the stories were weird. And the impact of each series did cause. So, pretty much then, yeah. Which one is better overall, though? I have to give that to Crash of the Titans because it has more points, and it actually is more better. So, yeah. That's how I describe it. But if I would replay these games, I gotta say Crash of the Titans, you won, honestly. But Pac-Man and Ghostly Crew, you're still a good game, but I feel like I would probably rather play the Crash game than this one.